The Gravitic density meter. In addition to the density meter, a homemade thermometer is constructed. These are the apparatus required. The first step taken was pouring 100 milliliters of water into a glass container that can be sealed. We then measure out 100 milliliters of rubbing alcohol and add this to the water into the container. Add a drop of food coloring and gently swirl the mixture around, allowing the color to settle. For the next step, we need a straw, marker, and ruler to mark the straw with centimeter space intervals. We then insert the straw through a hole in the lid of this bottle and ensure that the straw does not hit the bottom of the bottle by using tape around the straw. The thermometer is now ready for use. We then begin the construction of the density meter.
These are all the materials required for the density meter. The first step was to take a straw and to dip one end into candle wax to seal that end off and prevent the water from leaking through. This was done multiple times to ensure that there was no leaking. This was the end result. We then used a mass scale to weigh 2 grams of salt and added this into the straw before placing the straw into the 600 ml of water to begin our first test. Due to the buoyancy of water, we observed that the straw is displaced 8 centimeters above the liquid. We then placed the straw into a 500 milliliter bottle and observed that the straw is now displaced 0.3 centimeters more above water. We repeat this experiment with milk, vinegar, and salt water, and thereafter record their results. With the results received, we then can conclude that when decreasing the volumes of these liquids, the density or buoyancy of the liquids increase. We then test the effect of temperature on density by heating up these liquids to a similar extent. We follow this by pouring the liquids back into 600 milliliter bottles and record the results of the straw displacement. These are the procedures undertaken in order to receive the required results.